celebrated its 20th anniversary in 2010. And we are proud of the 3 million children who are being mentored across the country in 50 states by more than 5,000 direct services organizations. We know, however, we have a long way to go to ensure the more than 50 million young people who want and need a mentor to get one. Never before have these 50 million children have such hope. Many of the national mentoring organizations have come together to solve this challenge. This conference is witness to that. We have the right tools, the best research, and the smart people behind these. We need to welcome more corporations, ensure legislation passes that supports mentoring, and recruit great mentors. This is why we are all here, to chart the mentoring movement's future, to expand its circle of influence, and to focus the power of mentoring on a specific set of outcomes each year. This is also why the theme of this summit that we are hosting, together with the Corporation for National Community Service, the Organization for Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, and the Harvard Mentoring Project, is academic achievement and social success for everyone. Having this summit at the Library of Congress could not be more ideal. America's library represents our nation's thirst for knowledge and for the desire and hope that every American has in education and an opportunity to pursue happiness. It is the very essence of mentoring to provide hope and opportunity to millions of young Americans who otherwise would not have it. And today, the truth, this building is very inspirational to me, at least, to be surrounded by these incredible number of others, to have access to all of it for free is incredible. So I hope you all very much enjoyed the morning and the day so far. We also want to give the Bank of America Charitable Foundation a special thank you for being our presenting sponsor for today's activities. And we are very grateful to Viacom for being a strong supporter and sponsor for Mentor in every way. I now have the distinct honor of introducing the young lady I briefly met behind. Very, very interesting young lady, who will introduce the First Lady of the United States. Deneen Beatrice Borner is a 15-year-old freshman at Harlem Community Academy High School, the south side of Chicago. The south side of Chicago resident is spirited, confident, and an active participant in her classes and after-school program. She participates in the Mentoring USA's Polished Pebbles Girls Mentoring, Polished Pebbles Girls Mentoring program, and also enjoys swimming and track. Through participation in this mentoring program, an initiative where Bloomingdale Chicago employees serve as mentors, Deneen says that she has improved in a variety of ways, including her communication with her parents. Any parents desire. She says she has a better understanding of her parents and their needs, and she notes that through her mentoring experience, she has applied new techniques at home that have made living harmoniously with her dad and stepmom a reality. She says she has since eliminated talking back to her parents. It's a beautiful one. Talking back to her parents, she's a very charming lady. Talking back to her parents, and takes the initiative to complete her chores. Ladies and gentlemen, Deneen Beatrice Borner.
An example of how mentoring can completely change a life. I was just trying to have a normal freshman year in high school, but I was dealing with out of control anger that I was taking out on everyone, especially my family. I was dealing with peer pressure, problems with my parents, and trying to find someone who can just understand. Seems like a lot, right? But if you came to Harlem High School on the south side of Chicago, you would quickly find out that this is what most of my classmates are experiencing before the school days even begin. I am Deneen Warner, a 15-year-old freshman from Harlem High School in Chicago. And even as a freshman, I completely understand that I need mentoring programs in my life to help me stay on the right path. Mentoring USA Polished Pebbles mentors have helped me to apply new techniques at home that made living with my dad and stepmom a whole lot better. I also can't wait to start my brown bag apprenticeship with Bloomingdale's, where I will be mentored by their employees. I will even get to shadow them during their workday. I think that it is only in America that I will be provided with the support and opportunity to have the most powerful dreams come true, like introducing the First Lady. I want to thank each and every one of you for what you do to support mentoring programs. If you don't mind, would you please stand and give yourself a round of applause? It's because of you and Polished Pebbles I know I'm not on my journey alone. Especially because one of the champions of mentoring is from my hometown, Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate role model and mentor, the First Lady of the United States of America, Mrs. Michelle Obama.
Well, there you go. That's what the South Side of Chicago produces. Well, thank you, Deneen, for that outstanding introduction. Look, it is a pleasure to be here with all of you today to celebrate National Mentoring Month. I know all of you agree we could do this for a year, right? But I want to start by thanking Dr. Billington from the Library of Congress, as well as Ben Quaker from Mentor for being such gracious hosts and making this day possible. Has it been good? I've heard good things. So we're also joined by the President's Secretary of Education, Arnie Duncan, who is here. As well as Patrick Corbington from the Corporation for National and Community Service. Patrick. These are two people who, and I've known these guys, I've known Arnie for a good chunk of my life. He has always mentored, and Patrick is making sure that more Americans are mentoring. So thank you both for your hard work and your commitment. Yes. As many of you know, it is rare to have all the major mentoring organizations in the country together under one roof. That's what's going on here today. along with leaders from every level of government and across the private sector. And I just want to say how proud and honored I am to be here with so many people making such a big difference in the lives of so many young people. You all may come from different parts of the country, and maybe you come at this issue from a wide variety of angles, but you're all here today because you know that in today's world, having a mentor is more important than ever before. And that's because in many ways, being a kid today is tougher than ever before. You know, right now, more young people are growing up in single-parent homes. And more of those parents are working multiple jobs and longer hours just to make ends meet. More kids are growing up outside of those tight-knit neighborhoods that many of us remember. You know, those neighborhoods where folks looked out for each other's kids and told on you when you weren't doing what you were supposed to do, right? And even though our children are connecting to the world and to each other in ways we never could have imagined, sometimes the messages they receive promote instant gratification over hard work and perseverance, young people. And I know that all that can be a little overwhelming. And then when you add in the age-old struggles of just plain old growing up, the anxiety, the confusion, the academic and the social pressure, and you've got an entire generation of young people truly in desperate need of a friend, someone they can trust, an example they can follow. And that's where all of you come in. That's why mentors are so important. You all are reaching out to kids who do have big, gigantic dreams and plenty of talent, but they don't always have enough guidance. And as all of you know, mentoring doesn't have to require a huge commitment. It doesn't take much. It can be as simple as taking your kid to the zoo, maybe shooting some hoops. That's all Arnie would be doing. Maybe going shopping, or just sitting around talking. Kids don't need you to be Superman. They just need you to be there. They need you to be someone they can count on. And that's really the core of mentoring. It's about building that trust. It's about providing comfort and stability in a world that often lacks both. And it's about showing young people that the world is filled with opportunities, and then helping them seize those opportunities. As mentors, you're planting a seed that may not take root for years, but let me tell you, when it does, the benefits are undeniable. Studies have shown that young people with mentors are more likely to graduate from high school and set higher goals for themselves, and they're less likely to skip school, use drugs, or fight, or as Deneen said, talk back to their parents. I don't know if the study said that, but I'm sure that was a byproduct. By watching their mentors, children learn to expect more from themselves. They learn to reach just a little higher. They learn how to handle conflict and disappointment when things don't work out right. But the rewards go both ways, as you all know. For some of you, forging a mentoring relationship is a meaningful way to get involved in your own communities or to broaden your own view of the world. It can be a chance to pay back someone who made a difference in your life by doing the same thing for someone else. And it is an amazing feeling when you can help a child discover the best in themselves, isn't it? It's amazing. As one mentor said, this is a quote, "I feel like my role in our relationship is to mirror back all the wonderful things that I notice about her. I'm here to remind her how strong and talented she is." That's from a mentor. And that's the kind of relationship that Jennifer Schultz and Kendall Brooks have developed. With a father and brother who spent time in prison, Kendall struggled in school and was always in and out of trouble. But then he met Jennifer, who's a deputy with the Matthews County Sheriff's Office in Virginia. And for the last 4 years, they bonded, I'm told, over sports, with Jennifer helping Kendall stay on track and raise his grades. He's a member of the JV football and basketball teams, and Kendall had perfect attendance last year. And with a mentor, yes, and with a mentor who's a police officer, you can imagine learning how to avoid the same trouble that so many around him may have gotten into. It's a relationship that Tina Colvin and her mentor, Veronica Poole, also know a little something about. Veronica, the mentor, came to the United States from the Dominican Republic when she was just 10 years old. But 2 years ago, she was paired with her mentee, Tina, who lives in West Baltimore. And together, they bonded instantly over their tough childhoods, their love of dance, and their wacky sense of humor, something I can relate to. Now they eat dinner together, they visit museums, go to baseball games, and talk about Tina's dreams of becoming a pediatrician. Yes, and so many of you understand, in the process of building that relationship, they become more than mentor and mentee. They become family. As Veronica says, Tina's going to persevere no matter what. She's going to make something of herself. She just needs the tools to do so. And as First Lady, let me guarantee you, I am determined to do everything I can to give even more young people the tools they need to reach their potential. And that's one thing I learned growing up on the south side of Chicago, you can't just talk the talk, you have to walk the walk. That's why in 2009, we launched a White House Leadership and Mentoring Initiative. Some of you participated in that. I see some of my supporters out there. We matched White House staffers with students in the Washington, D.C. area who we believe could benefit from a little encouragement, a little inspiration. The president followed suit too. Once I did it, then he had to have it. That's good. We're encouraging all candidates. And we've also, in addition to the program that we have in the White House, we've hosted mentoring events across the country in an effort to connect kids with adults who can help point them in the right direction. The idea that we have behind all these initiatives isn't simply to create a series of one-time experiences for just a small number of kids. It's about encouraging more caring adults to step up and make mentoring a part of their lives. Now, our thought is that if the President and the First Lady can mentor, shoot, everybody's got a little time. And it's about making a real effort to help our young people do better in school and stay out of trouble. Not just here in Washington, but all across the country, because we know you all have everything it takes to be outstanding. That's not special, you have it already. And that's why today I am thrilled to announce that the Corporation for National and Community Service has teamed up with several major companies to establish a corporate mentoring challenge. Calling on businesses of all sizes to allow their employees to mentor for short periods during the workday, giving kids positive role models and offering employees a way to give back. And they've already received new commitments from leading companies who've agreed to harness their resources and help us make a difference on a very large scale. We want to do things big. And they will also be joined in this effort by other companies who've been mentoring for years, because there are so many of you who have already been doing this. You've set the stage, many of whom are here today, and we thank you for all the work. These companies have long-standing relationships with local schools. They're connecting employees with kids who need help, whether it's in reading or writing. Others have provided grants to help build mentorship programs in areas where children often fall behind. And again, I want to encourage businesses across the country to follow this example in the months and years ahead. There is so much good that we can all do here. And days like today make me hopeful that this is only the beginning. People like all of you help me believe that a child who grows up surrounded by doubt and fear and negativity can still feel loved and inspired and hopeful for their future. And times like these also make me feel like we're on our way to building a culture where no child ever feels like they're on their own. I want to close today by sharing a lesson that I've learned, a lesson that I try to live by. We should always have 3 friends in our lives. One who walks ahead, who we look up to and we follow. One who walks beside us, who's with us every step of our journeys. And then one who we reach back for and we bring along after we've cleared the way. See, and that last friend represents our need to mentor, to lend our experience and our wisdom in the hopes that it will give someone after us the strength to reach a little higher and dream a little bigger. That's what each of you is doing in your own lives, in your own work. That's why this is a big mission for me as First Lady. And if we continue, all of us, and that means mentees too, you are never too young to mentor. You should already be thinking about who that friend is you're going to be reaching back for. And if we continue to reach back and we continue to help those in need of someone to trust and someone to follow, then I'm confident that we can make even more progress together. So congratulations. Congratulations on this day. Congratulations on your work. Mentees, you all are blessed, and I hope you know that, to have people who are not related to you, ready to pull it together and make it happen for you. So thank you all, and congratulations. I'm going to come down and shake some hands. You all take care.